Hey, just me, MrDOSmile. I usually don't do this sort of thing. It's 3:48 in the morning, and I have no idea why I'm awake. Um, I just recently came across this link that somebody had sent me. It had to do with the issue of net neutrality. So, of course, me being me, I got curious, and I went in and I checked the whole site out, and it's a. I'll post a link on it. It's savetheinternet.com. Net neutrality is essentially what it actually is what we have now. It's that everybody has complete and full access to the internet without anybody else like modifying it, slowing it down, stopping you from going to certain sites or anything. And what companies already have plans in doing is stopping that. They actually want to control your internet. So uh, back when there was radio and TV, back when it was like first invented, uh, people used to actually have their own stations and radio programs and TV programs. They used to make their own things. And for example, on radio, people used to actually have their own talk shows or play their own music for everybody else to hear. And then later on, companies realized, hey, we can do this. We can control this. We can put a price on it and charge people for listening to radio. So then it became a one-way outlet. So now companies control radios and TV stations. Now there's commercials, and you're the one just receiving, but there's no interactivity. You can't give back to the to radios or anything, or TV or anything, because that it just doesn't happen. You don't. It's almost impossible to. That's what's happening to the internet right now. Is that they're commercializing it. They're putting a price on being able to use it, sort of like phone lines, like minutes for cell phones and for TV stations. Like let's say with a website, certain companies partner up with certain websites. Let's say Comcast partners up with Google. I know Google's for the net neutrality, but let's just say this. Actually, better Yahoo. Let's say Comcast partners up with Yahoo, and you are using Comcast providers. So you try and get on the internet, and you search up google.com. So you put it in your browser, and you click go to. And then your internet browser will probably say something like cannot find page. So you try and type it again. You cannot find page. And it'll keep doing this until eventually it might give you it. But the reason it'll do this is because the provider has the deal with Yahoo. So it'll try and force you to go to another site, not Google, but it'll try. Yeah, it won't let you. It won't allow you to go to Google. It'll allow you to go to other sites, like Yahoo. It's trying to push you towards that. But that's what they're doing. Is that they're trying to slow it down for anybody else who's not using it, and or completely stop it entirely. So like they'll actually put a flat rate on the internet. They'll give a certain amount of money. You have to pay a certain amount of money each month or each year, and then you'll have access to only a certain amount of sites. Now, imagine the repercussions this will have for the people who decide to make up their own like individual websites, like indie websites. People from YouTube or Facebook who decide they want to do something and share their thoughts with the entire world, sort of like what I'm doing right now. This won't be able to be. This won't happen at all. Sites like YouTube or Facebook or MySpace or the sites that we love and adore, like Twitter, they might even completely disappear because people who won't be able to afford or who don't want to pay for those smaller sites will only be able to afford the large sites, and then all the smaller ones will almost have zero views, if not zero views entirely. So there would be no point in trying to make a website, completely snuffing out all competition. Now, I just learned about this, and I'm completely for net neutrality, which is the opposite of what the companies are trying to do. Is that the internet needs to be free and let everybody do what they want. Essentially, just do what you do every day. Be able to pay for internet service, for example, but then get on and then do whatever you want on the internet. That's what I think the internet is for. Is that I actually had an epiphany a little while ago, a few months ago actually, is that holy crap, the entire world is now connected to me and I'm connected to them. And the reason I had this was because of YouTube's like symphony thing that they had a little while ago. is that they had people from all over the world collaborating and playing together, and YouTube's like popular videos, popular hits, all in that one video with the Pork and Beans song. And I thought that was awesome. That people who would never know about each other's existence suddenly can now talk and 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 interact with each other, not even just on the internet, but in real life. The whole world is connected. We're not just individual states anymore, or individual counties. From counties it moves up to states. From states it moved up to regions, and regions it moved up to countries, and countries moved up to neighboring countries. And now we're a unified globe. We're a unified world. That's amazing. And what these companies are trying to do is essentially stop that. They don't care. They're trying to make money. So I personally want that to not happen. I want to keep it the way we have it now. I actually took this for granted, thinking that the internet would be the same. But they have plans for stopping the way that the internet functions in the current way that it does function. They have plans for stopping that by 2012, if not earlier, which is probably going to be earlier. And it's not like they have plans to do that in the future. No, they're already signing deals. Hell, they've already signed deals. And that scares me because, I mean, I don't know what to think about the whole end of the world thing in 2012. I don't think it's going to be some cataclysmic disaster or anything like that, because the way I've heard it was that in 2012 it will be the end of the world as we know it. Now, that can mean extreme, like a great many things, but if it means at the end of complete communication throughout the globe because of corporations funneling and channeling everything, that is not good, and that's scary because that ends everything that modern society builds upon. It completely breaks everything that we've been doing for the past century. It's all gone. And mind you, in the last century, we have had more technological advances and advances in everything than in the past 5,000 years. Just in this past century alone. That is staggering. So to have it all crashing down because people want to be selfish, greedy bastards, I don't think that's right. Well, no, I don't think that's right. Yeah. I don't know how to do these videos. I'm just sort of putting it out there. Hopefully, if this thing gets views, I'll continue. Even if it doesn't, I think I'll just continue anyways. I'll probably get more creative and do other random things. But as for now, it's pretty much 4 o'clock in the morning, and I need to go to sleep. So, good night. I'll see you next time.